Talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane is recorded in front of a live audience. This show is for mature audiences only. Hello, you're Talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I am Chet.
And I'm Diane.
And we are again from our lovely bedroom right now because it's Saturday night and new time at 8 o'clock here. And we're gonna maybe we'll have some fornication at the end of the night. Who knows? Stick around. We might make things a little different. We are definitely having one thing that is super different. We are here with our a different producer tonight because of Wells is on a date tonight, believe it or not. Congratulations, Wells. We wish you well. Haha. Puns. But we have a new producer just served for tonight. Welcome everybody to Peter, coming from his at-home studio. Very nice. Peter is actually a sex toy expert, so it's a kind of two birds in one here. How you doing, Peter?
Oh, I'm doing well tonight, Chet and Diane. Thank you so much for having me. I've been a fan of your show for a long time. I think the sex positivity that you spread is just such a wonderful message, and to get to be a part of it tonight as your producer is just it's really inspiring to me. I do a lot of solo work, as you would assume, based on some of my expertise. Although there's a partner play in there as well. But it's nice to get to work with a team such as yourselves.
Yeah. So
how does one get into sex toys?
Yeah, it's something that's really curious.
I like to joke when you ask a question like that by just inserting your penis. Usually that's how I get into them.
But I mean,
a little bit of a sex toy humor. But yeah, realistically, it's a passion thing. I mean, when you're open with your sexuality and you're willing to explore it however you want, you start buying things. You know, maybe in the beginning you go to a local sex shop, and if you find the right one, they're very supportive. They'll answer questions for you if you're uncomfortable at first, but eventually you start to dip your toe in among other parts and get a feel for what things are and what they do and the brands, and then you start talking about it online on Twitter or so on.
Is it just male sex toys? I mean, there's a lot of sex toys, and I'm sure. I mean, when Diane and I go in the porn shops, we're just like, I don't feel that I'm at a level to put an anal plug that big into my butt. But, but
that's why you start smaller if you're gonna work your way up to one of those. I mean, we try not to gender the toys anymore because realistically there are women with penises, there are men with vaginas. So it's more about what toy is best suited to the body part that you want to stimulate, and some toys will work on any gender or lack thereof. So of course, like the anal toys, that's genderless. If you're working for a prostate massage in an anal toy, then obviously that requires somebody equipped with a prostate. But yeah, it's just a matter of finding a toy that and some of the toys that people assume are more gendered, say vibrators. Well, men can get a great, very satisfying orgasm with a vibrator. Some might call it a what we classically call a female orgasm. It's a very different type of response that is really startling when you first experience it, and something I highly recommend. So it's a good idea to branch out past what you would expect to use for the predetermined body parts that you were born with.
That's real interesting. That's a good thing that I'm really happy we have you on tonight. Wells, we usually just kind of have to pry at him to try and get information, and it's good because we try to help him out. But now, I mean, you're here helping us out, so that's great, Peter.
I'm so happy to do it.
Yeah. So speaking of helping people out, who's our first caller for tonight there, Peter?
All right. Well, our first caller for tonight here, let me see. This one appears to be Chris. Let me see here the information I have here. I'm so embarrassed since this is my first time doing it. I had all this right up. Oh, there we go. We have Chris who's calling in, and he has a question about having sex at work. Oh, I think that's interesting.
Wow.
Having sex at work.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've never had Diane at my job, but this is partially our job, so we've had a lot of sex doing this.
Show.
Yeah.
I'm in my studio now. I mean, I can't tell you the amount of sexual activities that have gone on here, but that's to be expected. So I'm just trying to get Chris on the line here.
Yeah, that's fine. It's your first time, so well,
yes.
I mean, not
sorry.
You've had other radio shows that you've done, right?
Oh yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, mostly my own, but yeah.
Yeah, that's all right. That's great.
Right.
So patching him through, but how's quarantine going for you there, Peter? I mean, you obviously have a lot of sex toys, so sex isn't. I don't know. Maybe it is in the forefront for you.
Yeah.
It looks like. Sorry, I want to answer that question, but Chris says for some reason it shifted him over to voicemail while he was in the middle of calling. So let me just have him try calling back.
Okay.
And see if check your equipment on your side. I know we're interconnected here, and I'm not sure if it's on my side or yours.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but as far as your question goes, now quarantine for me has been pretty. Obviously, it's far more solo than usual, but that's good.
Okay,
that's good.
I think he's coming in here. Actually, sorry about that, Peter.
All right.
Hello, you're talking Sex Live with Chet and Diane. I'm Chet.
I'm Diane.
And who is this? Chris?
Hey, this is Chris the Piss on Wash FM on your morning drive. Thanks for calling in. Who am I talking to?
Oh, wow.
I'm talking to
Chet and Diane. We're also radio personalities. You sound like a radio personality yourself.
That's right. You called my show, The Morning Drive.
Oh, wow.
The new crew. For your morning drive.
Wow. So we're two different radio shows, but we're on each other's show.
I'm so embarrassed. Was this my mess up?
Don't worry about this, Peter. This we're gonna play with this. So, our producer Peter, he said that you have a question for us. We're unlicensed sex therapists, Chet and Diane here. We're here to answer your questions about sexual health and relationships. We're not trained therapists, but we are a couple that have had a lot of sex, and a lot of experience with each other, especially and outside of before we were together, before we were married, and now we're here helping out others by people calling in. So, we heard that you had a question about having sex at work. Is that correct?
This is insane. It's like you read my mind. That was a lot of unnecessary information. Like, let's just get to talking about sex.
Oh, sorry about that. I just I realized we never explained ourselves at the top of the show. No, we just kind of jumped right into it. We just figured we had such a normal.
Wait a minute. You're saying you're radio personalities, but you don't explain your show at the top of the show. Look, it's Chris the Piss, the new crew on Washed FM.
Okay.
There's some technical difficulties.
Every time we say any sentence, we remind you. You're listening to Wash FM with Chris the Piss and the new crew on your morning drive.
Got it.
You should probably do something similar.
Got it. I do agree with that. This is more of a YouTube live show, kind of more mellow. With it's about helping people out, just setting the mood, all sexy and whatnot. So
what's your question? Do you have a question?
Oh yeah. Look, I just really enjoy. Like, is it okay to have sex at work?
Well, I guess it depends on where you work at. If you're in a radio show,
I'm a radio.
I mean, if you are actually, it's got to be consensual. That's the first thing right there. Is you don't want a lawsuit. You don't want HR getting involved. It also depends on what your human resources department feels about having sex on the work site. If it's a small company.
With all the other lawsuits, I don't think they have time for sexual misconduct.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, if you feel it's safe, then and you're not going to get in trouble, you're not going to get fired. There's not going to be any kind of scandals going on because you're actual radio personality. There's been a lot of actual television personalities who've been fired and ousted and been completely blacklisted because of their sexual misconduct at their work. If you feel that's not something that's going to hinder your work, then I would say it's okay as long as the other person's consensual. It's not a scandal. You're open about it, where you need to be open. So. But who's are you having sex right now, by the way?
Are you jerking off?
Are you jerking off to us?
More like you. You're doing more of the talking.
Sorry.
Oh.
You're talking to Chris the Piss on Watch FM on the morning drive.
That's right.
I think he pulled a Louis C.K. on you.
Yeah, did you just jerk off to me talking? I'm trying to figure this out.
I don't like to get this a little personal, but, yes.
Okay.
That was,
Oh.
I mean, how else would you, as a radio personality, have sex at work?
Oh, okay. That makes sense. So you just like to jerk off while your radio people or your callers are talking to you.
And, I mean, callers are talking to me when I'm on a commercial break, and when I'm grabbing a coffee in between, you know, on the morning drive. Really, anytime.
All right. Do people know about this, or are you just doing it while?
No, that's why I'm asking you.
Oh.
Your show.
Got it. So wait. Are you live right now on your show?
Of course, always live on the morning drive.
Okay.
There's a fart noise. Okay. That's something that I don't know if we thought about having fart noises, but
No.
But okay.
You should always add sound effects. If you're a radio personality of any rapport, you have sound effects.
Got it. That was fantastic. Do you drink Duff beer, by the way?
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Yes.
sounds like Duff Man.
Sounds like Duff Man, or are you Duff Man?
No, I'm not Duff Man, are you? Look, if I'm going to have any lawsuits against me, one of them will not be copyright infringement.
Got it. Okay, good. So you're looking for the whole sexual harassment, misconduct lawsuit out there. Is that correct, or?
I didn't say there's any lawsuits. I'm just asking, is it okay to do what I do at work?
Oh, okay.
Probably not appropriate to jerk off while you're talking to somebody.
Yeah, that's a Louis C.K. move
It's
there.
a little inappropriate for...
I would try to
Could
go.
you have her talk more?
Say that again.
What?
You call us a sophomore?
No, have her talk more.
Oh yes. You want to jerk off to Diane? I
Now
get
that
it.
you've had your way with
I
Chet,
didn't say that.
you
Just have her move her mouth more.
round two. Huh?
Got it. Well, what's your best advice, Diane? If you were saying if somebody wanted to jerk off at work, what would you say to
I
that?
would say it really wasn't appropriate, and it depended on the situation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Did you lose your erection?
It should take longer.
Yeah. Doop, boop, boo. Huh. All right.
Oh,
That
did you just...
That didn't seem very satisfying.
That's,
It was. Listen, do you guys? You're married now. You want to hang out?
Oh, yeah, that thing. We have a strict don't have threesomes with our callers. Yeah.
Yes.
We've had a lot of propositions, and it just doesn't end well.
I'm going to use the pandemic as a reason not to get together with your fellow radio personality.
Got it. No, if this is like a radio personality convention, then we might be on board for a little
We've
social.
never had a devil's triangle, though.
No, that's one thing that we have not done. Peter, have you ever had a devil's triangle?
No, I can't say that I have. I've done the two guys, one girl thing. But isn't that? Oh, that's the devil's triangle.
That is
No,
the
I was
devil's
thinking of the one woman on one end, one woman on the other while they make out.
It's
I
a
forget what that
wobbly
one's.
H, sweetie.
That's it. Thank you. No, I haven't had that, but no,
Mm.
I've done the devil's triangle, and it's
Yeah.
interesting. It
Okay.
is absolutely.
Peter, could you hear all that, by the way?
I could, yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Chris, could you hear all that?
Oh, I couldn't hear what Peter said.
Oh, he did not. Okay,
Did not hear.
that's audio thing.
Okay, so we gotta fix that.
Yeah, we got to fix that. But all right. So
We hope we answered your question.
yeah, we hope we answered that. I really appreciate you calling in. What city are you from? What city are you from?
A little more high pitched.
Oh, what? Sorry.
Quicker.
What city are you from? What's the city that you're in? Oh, all right. We're just
Is that
gonna.
Jabba the Hutt
No,
ejaculating?
have a good night. So I think so. Okay. All right. Yeah,
Not
Peter.
really appropriate to jerk off while you're talking over the phone to somebody.
Yeah, it's a little
creepy.
At least not without informing them first, because that's obviously something that some people enjoy very much.
If you're into it, then that's the person, the recipient, then.
But
that's
both
fine.
people need to be into it. Yes,
exactly.
It's the whole consensual thing. I'm like, if you're jerking off into somebody not knowing about it, it's not consensual.
Although it does create an interesting ethical question, because if, for instance, someone were at home watching your production but was not directly interacting with you, and you had no knowledge of them, would it be unethical or a consensual issue for them to be jerking off to the video while not interacting with you?
I think that's fine.
Yeah, I don't know. It's if you were jerking off and if it wasn't to their voice, I think that would be a little different. Yeah, I don't know. What
do you think? The voice is the line for you? Oh, that's interesting. I like to know how people think. It's an interesting thought experiment.
Yeah. All right. Very interesting. This is something we haven't had to deal with before.
Never had this question.
Yeah,
before.
It is good. It is good to try and
educate people on that subject matter in terms of what's okay and what isn't. Really
just
appropriate in terms of just social adequacy.
Yeah, if you're out there and if someone's not aware that you're jerking off while they're talking to them, especially since we're all on Zoom now and not actually like on a face-to-face basis. Don't jerk off. Yeah, I mean, even if it's just, your good friend who's very pretty, don't jerk off unless they are aware of it and they're okay with it. Would you agree with that, Peter?
I suppose so. It's just an interesting quandary because, of course, when you think of pornography, for instance, obviously that's the anticipated result is that someone's going to masturbate to it, but it's still not a person you have a direct connection to. And then it's known that many people, of course, masturbate to celebrities that they like, watching them in films or television programs, some of whom are nude. And it's generally expected that people will do that, or perhaps to the memory of someone they found attractive who they might have seen out in public. And so it is an interesting question of what is that line when the person who you're masturbating to is unaware of it and therefore perhaps not impacted by it. But is it unethical line that you're crossing? And I don't have an answer to that.
So I think it's there. I as a man, I don't know if you feel the same way, Diane. But if a guy pulls up a bunch of Instagram pictures and he jerks off to that, I mean, it's a picture. Or if it's a video that he watches and he jerks off to that, it's a video. But if you're live with somebody else and you're chatting with them and they're jerking off without you knowing it,
that's
I think that's the
There's
consensual.
a line somewhere.
That's the line.
Right.
I feel that's the line. So, this is we're crossing
boundaries.
Yeah, we're defining the whole pandemic, what's okay and what's not okay, and this whole thing. I mean, we're sex positive, but there's also sex positive is safe, sane, and consensual.
Just like the BDSM.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. And if it's not consensual, then it's you're sort of that's not right.
Not appropriate.
Not appropriate.
All right.
Who else do we have on? I think.
Our next caller is Charlotte, I believe.
Charlotte, okay.
Yes, and Charlotte said that she wants an open marriage, but her husband does not.
Okay.
There's a whole ethical quandary right there. I'm really excited to hear how you guys handle this one.
Right. We'll see if we can patch her through here.
Yep. I'm sorry, your system's a little bit slow, and it's hard for me to get a handle. I'm sorry, I don't mean to put that on you guys. I know it's all complicated. Right. I'm just trying to figure it out here.
Hello,
you're Talkin Sex Live with
Chet
and Diane.
I'm Chet.
I'm Diane.
And this is Charlotte.
Yes. Hi. Yes, I am Charlotte.
Hello.
I have a question for Chet and or Diane.
Okay.
Let's hear it. What's your question, honey?
Oh, okay. I'm excited. Sorry, this is my first time on a celebrity show.
So
I'm
celebrity.
Really excited. So I have a kind of a two-parter. So together for about 7 years, and we first met. He was tall. He was, an outdoorsy type.
Okay.
Strong, stable.
And he let himself go.
He let himself go? Did he?
I'm sorry, I interrupted you.
Did he let himself go?
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
No.
He is hard as a sequoia.
Oh.
Oh, well, good for you.
Yes, I mean he is still the man I married, but I'll be honest, for me, I have quite the libido, and I have attraction, and so I went to Herb, and I said, Herb, honey, I love you, but can we have an open marriage?
No.
And he was very against that. And
Okay.
I'm just wondering how I can talk him into it.
Well, it's hard when your partner's not on board with that. Have you considered maybe dating together the same person at the same time?
Yeah.
Because that could be an option. Maybe
hard.
another woman, perhaps?
Well, yeah. Well, I have swung that way, but it's a little difficult, which may lead into the second part of my question. But I'm going to need a little sensitivity on this part.
Okay.
So.
Okay, because I swear to Christ, Diane, if I don't get some sensitivity, I'll give you a 5 right across the picture.
That's good.
You could also consider going to...
I'm not joking. I have been known to fly off the handle. But
Okay.
I am part of a small but growing community, and you may have heard of us. We are objectum sexuals, and Herb just happens to be a telephone pole. So he is sort of rooted in the ground. And that is why it is difficult to date other people or things.
Got it.
A telephone.
Together.
So he talks a lot?
He's a strong...
Like he's a gossiper? Is that what
What
you're
do you
trying to
mean by
say? Or he's
telephone
just
pole?
like
'Cause I don't
rock
quite
hard
understand.
and huge?
He's a telephone pole. He's on the corner of Ventura and Wixit. You may have seen him. He's the handsome telephone pole.
So, do you know what we're talking about, Peter, as a telephone pole? You seem like you were...
Yes, no, I hear what she's saying, and this is not an uncommon thing, but she's literally married to a large, oversized wooden rod that's driven into the ground, designed to make a connection point for telephone lines, probably other things too, like power lines and so on. But that's who she's found a partner in is that physical, literal telephone pole.
Did you hear all that there?
Bingo.
So you were literally married to a telephone pole?
Yes, I left a fence post for him.
Oh.
It was acrimonious. I don't want to get into that relationship. And I know a lot of people will judge me, but some of my friends have been like, let your freak flag fly. And I'm like, yes, please, because I find flags very erotic.
Okay. So you want to get an actual person in to the whole relationship with you and the telephone pole?
I'll be honest, people with their organs and their doodads and their wobbly bits, they just don't do it for me. I'll be honest, I met a really nice Volkswagen, and we've been seeing each other on the fly, but I was hoping I could still stay with her because we've been together for so long. I'm sorry.
Okay.
And I'm still very attracted.
All right.
I'm still very attracted to him, but I need to branch out. My branches are also very attractive.
Okay, so you want what type of other object would you want to have a threesome with? Is what I'm trying to figure out. What do we have?
Oh, well, no, I don't want a threesome. I would just like to be able, when I meet a Volkswagen or a Ferris wheel or someone or something that I have a connection with. I need to be able to see where that goes.
Okay.
And I don't want to lose Herb.
Okay. I wouldn't want to lose Herb either. Sounds like a rock solid individual that just likes to listen.
Stand up fellow.
That is the pun I was looking for.
Well, I mean, he's made of wood, not rock.
Yes.
I'm not a pervert.
No.
You know.
So, you're hoping how have you driven the car to him and just maybe just park it next to it, like barely touch the bumper up against the pole, and then just kind of like.
Well, there was he was very angry at me.
Okay.
He admonished me, not with words, but with looks, and he gave me a splinter.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
He's never physically harmed me before, but that was maybe crossing the line. But then again, I didn't tell him I was going to bring Shanice there.
Okay.
So maybe that was my fault.
Got it.
Well,
Yeah, no, I get it. So hopefully, if you can get different cars or objects around, just have a whole object orgy, have everyone that you know and have them be present around Herb, and maybe he'll be comfortable with it, and I don't know, maybe introduce a cell phone, right?
Have you done that?
Oh,
Have you and Diane had orgies?
Orgies, but
people.
with people, not with VW bugs or phone poles. But you know what? We are into whatever, like if it's safe, sane, and consensual, you're okay. All right. Thank you so much, Charlotte. Hopefully we can figure all our advice helped you out at all. And have Are you good? Are you okay?
I hope I will be.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Charlotte.
Well, we gotta let you go,
Diane, for
sweetie.
listening and for not touching.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, have a good night, Charlotte.
I'm going to go screw a clarinet right now.
Good. All right. Well, as
Bye.
long as you're okay and it's safe, all right? Make sure that's okay. All right.
Okay.
All right.
Peter, you gotta screen these calls.
Wow.
Better.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was part of the process. I took what we got, and she sounded genuine.
That's just
It's okay.
I mean, she still sounds genuine to me. I feel like this is a real need she has, and I'm sympathetic to people getting their sexual gratification from physical objects.
All right. We have a few online questions here. So we got some Venus Love and Beauty Shock and Moon Princess Halation. There's some good questions. Hey, all right. Let's see here. We got a question. I know how to shove something up someone's snatch, and they don't even know how. I have a very gentle touch. The ways of love are a mystery to me. The feeling of a man's pelvis pounding was like, why don't I remove my pants and panties? Well, this person's just having a fun time. I don't
It
see
doesn't
like
sound so much like a question as more of a boast of their prowess,
Exactly.
but
What's
good
the
for them.
question here?
Yeah, I rode the brown tiger for 20 years. It took me through a carnival of hell. I became the plaything of Indonesia businessmen. By the end, I was barely human, but I'm willing to give it another shot. I like the writing on this.
Is brown tiger a euphemism
reference
for
to-
heroin?
I don't know. Is it?
Oh,
Is,
I was thinking
a
your
euphemism?
butthole.
Yeah, I thought it was.
I don't know. I think heroin's usually referred to maybe as yellow, or I'm not sure, but I think the brown tiger is a drug reference.
Isn't
Got it.
heroin chasing the dragon?
Oof.
I mean,
I imagine there's a lot of them
Right?
for it.
I think so.
All right. Well, if we get a good question in there, we might be able to answer it. But we'll move
There are
on
all
to our
these
next.
questions.
Yeah, we'll move on to our next caller. Do you know who our
Right.
next caller is there?
Let me check this right here. It appears to be Stain Brownstein or Bronstein, and Stain has a question about pubic hair.
Okay. Interesting.
So let me see about getting Stain on the line here. Again, I'm sorry, I'm figuring out this board. If you have me back, I'll
good.
be much quicker next time. I assure you.
No worries about that. So, all right.
Usually
Yeah,
I usually am good with.
Got it.
We got
Oh,
it.
good. There we go.
Hello, you're talking sex live with Chet and Diane.
I'm Chet.
I'm Diane.
And is this Stain?
This is Stain. I was flipping through movie YouTube videos, and I came upon your talk show here.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's great. Thanks for calling in.
And, you know, the effort of whacking off knows no ends.
That's right. I mean, we got to do everything that we can while we're in quarantine, and self-love is almost as good as love with a partner. But, you know, you got to love yourself before you can love others. So, our producer...
Arguable.
Okay.
Arguable for sure.
Our producer, Peter, said that you have a question about pubic hair. Is that correct?
Yeah, sort of. It's related. Look, now I'm a long haul trucker.
Okay, yeah.
If you know what I mean. And it just means, you know, wondering if maybe I wouldn't be such a long haul trucker if it weren't for all of that extra noise downstairs.
Okay.
So you...
Like, can I get aerodynamic? Is that going to help me? Is that going to make it better? Is that going to make it faster? Because I am wearing tires out, if you know what I mean.
Got it. I always like to say that a tree looks larger in a meadow than it does in a forest. So
that's very true.
I am not following at all.
Your penis will look larger if you trim your pubes.
Yes.
In other words.
I ain't got a size problem. That's
Oh, okay.
not my problem.
That's not the problem.
Really?
This ain't a decorative piece.
All right.
Oh.
So you're just...
This is more of a monolith.
Well, yes, it will look more appeasing to your partner or
Yeah.
partners if you do
An obelisk,
manscape a
if
bit.
you will.
An obelisk, yeah, like in 2001 Space Odyssey with the monkeys pounding the ground around it.
Exactly correct, except pointy at the end, just like an obelisk.
Got it. More like the Dark Crystal.
Dark.
Maybe.
It's dark materials.
Got it.
Exactly.
So you want to know if your pubic hair, if it's trimmed down, if it will actually have less traction or less friction, or if it will get caught in the way, or
What is your question exactly in terms of pubic hair?
Chet, Diane, I'm trying to come faster.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it. You're trying to come faster. So is your pubic hair getting in the way when you jerk? Is it ripping out your pubes as you're going up and down, or is it just? I mean, so how is it making it not? How's it? Yeah.
How is it preventing you to come faster?
All
All right.
So, I've been watching a man on a channel,
Mm-hmm.
on a channel. You know, maybe I'll just hold back what that channel is. Anyway, he got a bunch of numbers on his leg, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he's a pretty shaved guy, right? Pretty hairless man. And you know, them videos never more than 12, 15 minutes.
Okay.
Right. And I'm just wondering, you know, can I shave 50 to 60 minutes off of my efforts? Because as a long haul trucker, if you know what I mean, the encounters I have are often quite expensive if they transgress 1 hour.
So you're saying that you will save on money if you rent hookers by the hour? Is that what you're saying?
Now, come on, man. Come on. Why you gotta out me like that?
We're trying to get down to the root of the question to try and help you out the best that we can. So I mean, no need to be ambiguous. We're all adults here.
Know what man, woman, child that you know got paid more for 1 hour than 2?
1 hour.
Yeah, I mean that's.
Ain't nobody got nobody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 1 hour's cheaper than 2.
That's true. Yeah. So I agree with that. So you want. So I don't know. Diane's. I have to purposely mentally focus so that I don't ejaculate fast. So I mean, because she's so hot and she does such a good job, and I have to focus.
Yeah,
so
must be nice.
Okay. So you're trying to say, is your pubes getting in the way of you ejaculating?
Is this intercourse or is this blowjobs?
Man.
You don't know,
Come on,
man?
Chet, help me out here.
Okay.
Is it?
Is it? I don't know. Like, it's your penis. It's your pubic hairs. It's your libido. It's you getting stuff ripped out. You know what I would suggest is if you're going with a woman
or a man,
if you put something like a sex toy in your anus while like secretly, you do it ahead of time. And then you can have sex with her, and you'll get done like that. And if it's paid by the minute, you'll probably save a lot of money. We actually have on the call our producer, Peter, here. He is a
sex toys
expert. And so what he can do is he can recommend you a good prostate massager or butt plug or anal probe that will actually help out. What do you suggest, Peter?
They're not hard to find now. I mean, you can go on Amazon and get one surprisingly cheap. I mean, I know you get what you pay for, but if you're just starting out with prostate play, you can spend something less than $20 to just get yourself something, get your foot in the door, so to speak, both being metaphors, obviously. But you can get something that inserts, it pushes up against the prostate, and then it locks around the base of the shaft of the penis to hold it in place during intercourse. And then there's a little remote control that turns it on or off or changes its rhythm. You could give that to your partner as a way of losing some control over the situation. Mm-hmm. And then see if that helps you. It certainly will give you two forms of stimulation at once instead of just the usual vaginal or anal if that's what your partner's into stimulation, that it isn't perhaps enough for you anymore.
Wow. All right, now I'm not a scared man, and normally I don't listen to nerds, but I'm willing to try.
Yeah.
But okay, follow-up question.
Okay.
What do I do about the extreme pain?
Oh, well, it's if you work yourself up to it, it doesn't hurt. It's
not the extreme pain. No, just general extreme pain of having sex. Mental, physical. I'm with a visitor right now.
Okay.
And we are. There is extreme pain going on for me.
There shouldn't be pain when you're having sexual intercourse. There should be no pain.
That's right. You should be comfortable, and
unless you're into it.
It's everyone to each his own.
I think the lead was buried here, if I may. That's an interesting revelation there, and I think it might tie back to. May I ask? I know you kept saying, if you know what I mean, about being a long haul trucker, but I don't know. I can't speak for Chet and Diane, but I can say I don't know what you mean every time you say I'm a long haul trucker. I assumed I did until you said, if you know what I mean.
So it went from full on metaphor to actual thing.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So you were
because I am both a long haul trucker and it takes a long time.
Got it. Oh, I get it. So
So this lady here just knocked up on my door, and I am at a truck stop in Truckee.
Oh yeah, Truckee, California, near Lake Tahoe. I've been up there.
Say hello, Mabel.
Hello.
Oh wow. Oh. Wow. Well, good luck for you. Mm-hmm. So if you want to try this on your own, if you only can pay by the hour, you want to get done quickly, and you're well equipped, you don't have to have any type of anal plug. Just lube up your finger with either spit or with vaginal fluid, and then or lube if you don't. I was saying if you don't have lube, if you don't have lube on you, then you can just whoop.
Oh, they got everything in Love's.
Okay, yeah. Just go buy... they have lube at Love's, the truck stop?
It's called Love's, man.
That's true. That is true. So, well, go
and
buy
then,
some lube.
Perhaps see a urologist about that pain thing that you mentioned that was glossed over very quickly. You shouldn't be having
pain if you're having sex. That's not...
In bathrooms at Love's, they got condoms called the Rough Rider, all right?
Okay.
That's a 50-cent condom right out of the machine.
All right, that's not a bad price. I mean, that's...
They got it's a good price, man.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anyway, but,
try that.
They got it all. They got it figured out. They got rooms by the minute.
Got it. Well, I hope that helps you out. I don't want to waste any more of your time because your hooker has arrived, and so I feel like we're already counterproductive. So please, I hope we helped you out. Was it what was it? Cleat?
Stain.
Stain. I was close. Very close. I'm sorry. Stain.
Stain Braunstein.
Thank you, Stain. Well, hopefully helped you out. Have a very good night. Have a fun...
Junior the third.
Got it. Well, have safe intercourse tonight. Have good relations, and I hope you're well satisfied, my friend.
Mabel, ow, ow, ow,
Okay.
ow, 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 ow.
That's not good. All right.
No.
Wow, that was quite the long hole there, literally. I'm glad you put that together. I did not connect the dot with the whole the long trucker thing, but
Yeah.
we are running a little bit out of time, but we do have some questions, and I do want to get to some of these here.
Let's see here. Are you either of you bi?
Well, Diane's bi.
Yes.
I am not.
No. So
but
I've been
if
with many women.
many women,
Beautiful women.
I appreciate the male physique. I know male beauty, but I'm not attracted to males. But Diane's bi. Let's see here. How about snowballing? No, are you guys into cream pie? That's where it comes all over the face. Snowballing.
That would be a facial, actually.
Yeah, that's
The
a facial.
Cream pie would be come in the vagina or perhaps in the anus.
Oh, okay, that's
yeah.
right. I apologize. What about snowballing? Are you aware of this, Peter?
Yes, that's where you ejaculate into one person's mouth and then they spit it out into another person's mouth. Typically, a third person in say a threesome, although it could be done back to the person who did the ejaculating to begin with.
We would be into that. I mean, I don't know about you're the one who's receiving. That's all you. I'm fine with it. That sounds fantastic. But it's all into. So what do I? When he queef, it smells like Saudi Arabia. Got shoved in a fucking foreskin. What should I do? I did not know that males could queef. Were you aware of this, Peter?
Well, again, perhaps this is we're speaking of a transgender man who preferred not to undergo gender confirmation surgery. So in that case, a man with a vagina would make sense. Otherwise, if it's a cisgendered male, then no, that would just be farting, and it's not surprising that smells
air coming out of your urethra, and that's something I've never experienced. I don't know if you've experienced that, Peter.
With certain types of play, if you're doing urethral play, such as sounding, then you might get some residual air in there, but it shouldn't produce an odor, no.
No, yeah. Not like Saudi Arabia shoved in a fucking foreskin. I guess we need to know what Saudi Arabia smells like.
I fear that that's mildly racist, but I can't say for certain.
I had a good friend who served in Afghanistan, and he said that it smelled like burning trash because they burned their trash. That's what they did with their trash. Instead of putting it in landfills, they just burned it, so it smelled like burning trash all the time. So
I have been to Dubai. I went to the Burj Khalifa in Dubai, and that was an amazing building. And they actually they can't build a proper waste disposal system to handle the amount of waste that comes from that building, so they literally truck it out.
Wow.
Speaking of trucking, and so I imagine the odor must be incredible when it comes to their trucking of waste out on a regular basis.
Huh. But and also about the foreskin, you just got to clean that. I mean, that's all. You just got to make sure your foreskin's clean, and that's
of course
that handles that. But I feel that's all. Let's see what I need: a pound of Icag 32 Tropical Breeze Capri Suns, a bowl of red Skittles, toenail clippings, Patricia Arquette, a Ouija board, and 10 lines of Crank on a glass frame of your mom. Huh? Oh, he meant. I meant when I queef, I'm a woman. Got it. Okay, so when you queef, Lily, it smells like Saudi Arabia. Oh, you're saying when you queef, it smells like Saudi Arabia. Well, I mean, I've never had a female. Well, Diane, you can speak of this. You haven't queefed without having a penis inside or a dildo inside of you, right?
It depends if I've done a certain yoga position.
Got it.
As well.
Well, this is all you there, Diane. This is, I don't have a vagina.
So what's the question exactly?
She says that when she queefs, it smells. We'll just keep it very simple there.
Oh, okay. Well, you just take a shower.
Take a shower. Well, you wouldn't recommend any douches?
No.
No.
No, your vagina is a self-cleaning mechanism.
That's right.
So I wouldn't recommend it.
What about eating something that's... Did your diet help with your vagina smell?
Asparagus kind of.
Yeah, you want to avoid those types. Basically, if the food smells, especially green leafy foods, you don't want... It'll make your other parts of your body smell. Garlic is that will just make you smell like garlic. I don't know what...
I would pop in to suggest that if the smell is especially bad, it could be sign of an infection of some sort,
true.
And you might want to have that checked. Usually that's the cause of an especially atrocious odor.
Got it.
So you'd want to get that checked out.
The urinary tract infection is very serious, or yeast infection, which is also something a little different.
Yes, but I don't get those because I don't wear underwear.
That's right. And Diane could talk up for a good 45 minutes about the benefits of not wearing underwear, and I could talk about it as well.
But we got to get to other business.
That's
and
right.
We're running out of time.
So we're going to get going here, guys. Thank you so much for your time tonight. I'm wearing an undershirt, and we're talking Sex Live. I am Chet.
I'm Diane.
And we're going to take you out. Thank you so much, Peter. Have a good night, everybody. All right.